I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only. Yeah, girl, you chosen. Love when you open. I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Los Angeles Clippers can deliver the goods here at home. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Powell. 6 to shoot. And here's McCollum for 3.
C.J. McCollum
bangs home the trifecta. Should be a very tactical game tonight. Both teams, Greg, relying on execution. In the half court.
Yeah. And that requires ball movement, player movement. You can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Now, into the lineup for your Clippers, Luke Kennard.
Portland on defense. It's a 3-point game. Outside, George. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, George doesn't just score. He can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player.
Here's Lillard. And he drives in. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now, here's Zubac. The shot's good from Kennard.
Good job by Kennard. He makes the read, and that's an impressive play just to get to the inside.
Here's Lillard. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
Well, we talk about the clutch scoring of Damian Lillard. I'll put it in black and white. Since he entered the league in 2012, nobody has more makes in the last 20 seconds of a game to tie or go ahead. Nobody.
Here's Zubac. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
It's McCollum on the wing. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. McCollum's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Trailblazers. And the list of players with multiple series-clinching buzzer beaters in the playoffs: Michael Jordan and Damian Lillard.
And with a little bon voyage wave of the hand for good measure, Dame time is as real as it gets.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Covington. And it's blocked.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
Knocked loose. Stolen by Jackson. Here's George. Back to Kennard. Clock at 6. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And Kennard, well schooled, just keeping his eyes up and making that play.
Pass to Nurkic. Excellent D there from George.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Here's Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
And Lillard, you don't see it much, but man, when he gets up, that's an exciting play.
In the corner, George with it. Hits the three-point bomb.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And here's McCollum for three. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Kennard. The shot's good on the assist by George. Kennard's got 5.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Well, all eyes on Lillard defensively, and that causes a big-time breakdown, and he's quick to take advantage.
Here's Kennard. Portland making their last shot. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That is his first foul of the game.
Fourth team foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Pass to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. Larry Nance comes up with the rebound. Kicks it out to McCollum. Trains it from beyond the arc. He's got 9. And here are the Clippers now. They trail by 1. To the inside. Zubac. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And it's sent back by George. Here he goes. Shots good by Kennard.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Now, here's Covington. No points in the game yet for him. And finished off by Nurkic.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
On the wing, Jackson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. Pass to Nurkic. Covington trying to break free. Nurkic can't hit. Here now the Clippers. Here's George. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And there's the strength of Paul George just powering through, and it takes on the contact.
Back to McCollum. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Now here's Jackson. George with the bucket.
You got to get the ball to PG whenever he's roaming around outside that arc. Incredible.
Here's McCollum. The layup off target. Pass to Kennard. From deep, George. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Back to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
You could see he wanted to get it back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Got that bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Now a timeout called by Portland. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
McCollum.
C.J. McCollum.
And he banks in the layup. McCollum's got 13 points.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Zeller. Nance trying to break loose. Shot by Zeller, no good. Los Angeles leading by 7. Back to Kennard. The shot's good on the assist by Jordan. 12 points for him.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
There's 10 seconds left in the first. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Los Angeles on top as they end the first quarter on a 20-6 run. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback.
That's his second personal foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The shot's good from Nance.
Terrific at taking some initiative there on the inside portion of the floor was Larry Nance Jr.
Now Kennard. Pass to Winslow. Here's Hartenstein. 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Johnson. That 3 off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 13.
And standing 6'3" at that shooting guard spot. You know, the naysayers will question McCollum's lack of size defensively.
Well, it might not be, GA, the size part of it defensively. It's the fact that, you know, you'd like to make more of an impact defensively. So forget the size. You know, CJ needs to show some more effort on that end. The best part about CJ is that he usually wins the matchup on a nightly basis because he's such an incredible scorer, and that's where maybe you make up the difference.
Winslow wide open. He fires. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Norman.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
To the paint. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
First team foul.
The road less traveled. Anthony Simon took a year after high school just training at a basketball academy. No college, not the most glamorous route, but his game has some flash to it.
He's one of those guys, GA, that comes into the game and just is an offensive force. Takes shots off the dribble, can shoot threes, is lightning quick, and gets to the basket. Still very young, still a lot of room for him to grow, but he has shown flashes.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. And it's McCollum off the drive. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
I feel like the team right now is accepting the fact that C.J. McCollum is on fire, so they're looking for him on possessions in the half court.
Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Larry Nance Jr.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. The shot's good from Simons. Now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Kennard. Here's Mann. To the middle. Here's Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
If Serge Ibaka can get down that low, it's going to be that easy for him.
Pass to Zeller. It's stolen by Ibaka. Plenty of space. Man can't hit. Trailblazers trailed by 4. Now here's Nance. And Portland with another turnover here. And Portland making a change here.
Substitution. Yusuf Nurkic. Robert
and so here are the Clippers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Kennard. Here's Hartenstein. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic seeing an opportunity there to make the impact defensively with the block.
That's his first.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul.
Substitution for your Clippers.
So for the Clippers, it's Powell on the wing. Inside, McCollum.
CJ
falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot. And Brent, the wrinkle added to the playoff format for 2021, the play-in tournament really became a hot button issue last season.
Yeah, it felt like you either were going to love it or you weren't going to like it at all. And I think a lot of people really enjoyed the fact that the last month of the season provided games that had something at stake. And that positioning to get into the 10th slot with an opportunity to get into the playoffs drew the attention of NBA fans and players to keep competing until the very end of the season to take that shot at getting into the postseason. So I really like it.
The free throw drops for Zubac. Well, we know Zubac can eat up space inside, Brent. Great job of securing rebounds.
Yeah, obviously, if he was playing starter minutes or anywhere approaching 30 minutes, Zubac is going to be in double figures, ripping down both offensive and defensive things on the glass. What's impressed me about him, though, is he's got great hands on the inside and has now become a very viable roll target.
The Clippers have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
Lillard outside. No good on the triple. Clippers leading by 8.
In the first half. 2 minutes.
The 10-footer. And the jumper is on the mark.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
And Zubac picks up the foul.
That's his first.
That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
1:46 left to play here in the half. Back to McCollum. And they get it. Lillard outside. Pulls up on the wing.
And he's still scoreless in this quarter. Surprising after his great start.
Pass to Zubac. And here's George. And the rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trailed by 10. Here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
And what a burst from Damian Lillard that time, just seeing that gap and getting ahead of the defense.
Outside, George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
And for so long in Indiana, Paul George was that guy. But boy, I tell you, he's been a good sidekick the last few years.
Well, he's been amazing and continues to be a little bit undervalued in the way that people assume Paul George's offensive and defensive game as a collective and the way it impacts winning, especially playing alongside Kawhi Leonard. He didn't have to take as much of the offensive load if he didn't want to. But Paul George still gets it done.
Outside Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. It's Bledsoe on the wing. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Down low. There's Jackson with the 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books.
Yeah, Paul George, look out. Hammers that one home.
And a wide open look for McCollum. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Now that's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that
often. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 6 points for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And out of Lehigh, C.J. McCollum, probably the best player ever out of the Patriot League.
I don't think that's a stretch, Kevin. In 2013, when he was taken 10th in the NBA draft, I think a lot of people were trying to look up not just C.J. McCollum's name, but where Lehigh was in the country. But that draft pick has paid off huge for Portland. Him and Lillard have been one of the most dynamic backcourts in the league for the last few seasons. And it is a tough matchup on a nightly basis to try to produce against what McCollum brings to the table offensively. So good, so experienced, Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
And they get it back. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Los Angeles leading by 11. Pass to Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George. Zubac has got 13 points.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Here's Nurkic. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
And the basket by Jackson.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Lillard outside. Inside. Here's Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Damian Lillard.
And how about that? Covington rising up and throwing it down with some authority.
Right wing. The 3. Zeller grabs the board.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3. Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Here's George. Driving the lane. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, defender just a little too late in reacting. Gets a piece of Paul George, but a piece, that's not enough.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Aggressive scoring is one thing, but to do it as efficiently as Dame does it, man, that jumper is tight.
Robert Covington.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Robert Covington picks one up.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now. And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Shot by Zeller, no good. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Clippers. To the paint. Here's Ibaka. Kicks it out to Johnson. Ibaka in the post. And yes, it's good. Ibaka's got 6.
Kind of a throwback bucket. Ibaka down on the inside, getting points off the glass.
And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
17 foul.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. To the inside. Winslow. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Cody Zeller.
Well, Winslow gets aggressive and puts the defense on their heels, leaving them no chance but the foul.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And it's Simons missing. Clippers leading by 12. To the middle. There's Winslow. George looking around. Pass to Ibaka. It doesn't go for him. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Nance. And that one comes up a bit short. And here are the Clippers. There's Winslow. And the shot goes in.
Astounding take by Winslow to get hit and get the finish.
Now Zeller. Defended by Ibaka. Kicks it out to Lillard. Trailblazers keep it alive. A nice shot by Zeller.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Basket counts. Ibaka's got 8 points.
And that is quintessential team basketball. Winslow recognizing one of his guys was wide open.
Kept alive. Pass to Nance.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Basketball.
Los Angeles making a switch here.
Substitution for your Clippers. Isaiah Hartenstein.
Here's Johnson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Kennard. Now here's Winslow. That shot, no good. Nance with some nice D. Pass to Lillard.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Going inside. And Lillard throws it down.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
Here's Hartenstein. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Here's Lillard. It's deflected.
And the 6'7", 225-pound Winslow. Okay.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 1:17 left here in the third quarter. Stolen by Winslow. Kicks it out to Johnson. Powell with the steal. Lillard from outside. The shot, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Kennard. No good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Powell with it. Now guarded by Winslow. Lillard left side. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Shooting.
The Trailblazers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Clippers leading by 13. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Kennard. Here's Hartenstein. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Got a hand on it. And he recovers it. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Trailblazers trail by 13. Pass to Nurkic. And Winslow pulls it down. Here's Hartenstein. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Driving in. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Keon Johnson did not like that.
He's such a great ball handler. Lillard making the defender look silly.
Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. They recover it. 5 to shoot. Kennard.
Trailblazers foul.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
For a personal foul.
Kennard has had some injury struggles in the early part of his career, but every time he comes back, he's hitting the ground running and gets himself back into a good offensive rhythm.
And the defensive versatility of Robert Covington is a real asset. At 6'7" with long arms, this guy can guard almost every position on the floor.
Yeah, that switchability is such a valuable thing in today's game. And for Covington, he's one of those interesting guys that maybe not so much on the ball as off the ball, the disruption that he can give you defensively with that length in his hands. That's where he really is a tremendous help defender.
Here's Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Top-notch ball handling skills. That's just one of the things separating Lillard from most other point guards.
With the drive. And then Lillard slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off. Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Pass to Covington. Back to McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Clippers leading by 13. And George gets it to go. George has got 11 points here in just the second half.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
You gotta be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to find out what the Trailblazers coach was going over with his guys. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if we have enough to get it done.
Thanks, David. And the rejection by Zubats. Outside, George. Shoots over Lillard. George, no good. Trailblazers trailed by 17. And then Lillard slams it in.
And Lillard's got that look in his eye right now, playing with some fire and dominating on the offensive end.
And George, here we go. Pass to Kennard. Down low. Outside for George. Another shot. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. George has got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Lillard. Here's Covington. Paul George grabs the miss. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Jackson gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, one thing Jackson has never lacked: confidence. I mean, when he gets a look, Reggie always believes his next shot will be his best.
And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his fifth personal
It's going to go on Norman Powell.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of foul.
Trailblazers trailed by 19. Pass to Powell. And here's McCollum. Here's Covington. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And there's the drive. Here's Kennard. What a terrific move that was. Kennard's got 23 points.
And Kennard has the ability to absolutely fill it up.
Pass to Nurkic. Now McCollum. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And stolen by Lillard. And here's McCollum.
C.J. McCollum.
Great pass to set up the lay-in. He's got 27.
Well, C.J. McCollum can score in a lot of ways. Coming off of screens, playing with the ball, spot-up three-point shooting. Just a variety of ways to produce.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And George, here we go. A second chance effort. Nurkic with the block. And they're able to recover. Pass to Zubac. Back to George. Covington with the steal. Here's Powell. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. To the paint. Covington with the steal. And here's McCollum for three. Nailed from three-point land.
Three-pointer.
McCollum's got 11 points here in just the second half. Stolen by McCollum. Pass to Lillard. Intercepted. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markieff, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Clippers.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for George.
Now, serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 15. 1:02 left here in the fourth quarter. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. And it's sent back by George.
Oh, George has such great defensive instincts, the length, and then the read that time.
Here's Little. Portland again missing. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Here's Snell.
Foul.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
That's his first
That one on
foul.
George.
First team
Yeah,
foul.
easy call.
That's good from Snell.
Tony Snell. Shooting 2.
And so Snell nails both of them. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Nifty move. And it's Zubac laying it in. And the Clippers lead by 15.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
It's tipped. So the Clippers winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away